Hi everybody, welcome to Big Oggie World. This is Big O back in the kitchen again. I've got a really busy day today. I've got to do a lot of editing for some food videos and also a golf video up in my studio upstairs in the roof. Strange house. So I want to create a nice simple dinner for tonight. We're going to do a roast chicken soup, but we're going to do it, start off in the hob, but then afterwards, I'm going to put it all in the slow cooker and let it bubble away to itself while I'm busy elsewhere. And that's kind of why we love the slow cooker recipes, because quite frankly, they give you freedom for the rest of the day. So this, as I said, this is the slow cooker recipe, but we need to start off some bits and pieces in the pan just to kind of give some extra flavors and some color, really, I guess. It's a roast chicken, so you could get yourself a chicken carcass and put this in a slow cooker, and after about the 6 hours or so, pick all the meat off the bones. You can do that. You can use leftover roast chicken from, this is the Monday we're doing this, from say a Sunday roast. Okay, break all the bits of chicken up, put that in. Use up any bits and pieces you've got. That's kind of what we're doing today. Roast them in the oven, okay? I'm going to take the skins off of these, take all the meat off the bone, pop it into the slow cooker. That's where my chicken's coming from today. First of all though, a little bit of oil in your pan, olive oil, vegetable oil, whatever. We need to warm this up. We need to pop in a serious amount of onions. So 2 medium onions, 3 medium carrots, all nicely smallish dice, okay? Also, tablespoon of chopped thyme. We've got fresh thyme in our house or in our garden at the moment, so just got some of that and chopped it nicely within an inch of its life. And, well, we're going to soften this first, but we're going to add a little bit of garlic in a minute. I'll explain what happens with that in a few minutes. Let's just get all this in the pan, give it about 10 minutes, 10-12 minutes, just kind of start softening things in this pan. Back in a while. Now remember, you've got quite a lot of veg in here already, so just try and coat some of it with that little bit of oil. There's not a lot of oil, but as the onions sweat down, you'll get some little juices from those. Just trying to make sure you coat as much of the veg as possible. Like I said, 10-15 minutes just to kind of get all this nice and, well, softened really, I guess. Be back in a while. When we're nearly done with that, we're going to pop a little bit of garlic in, just a clove of garlic. We're going to use garlic paste, a bit new one on for me. Teaspoon for a clove as usual. But we'll add that in a little bit later. Let's just soften this down. There's an awful lot of stuff in this pan already. Whilst I'm doing that, I'm going to go and take my chicken, skin it, take all the meat off the bone. So this has been gently frying for about 10 minutes now. I've put the lid on because that kind of generates a little bit of steam, and that also helps soften the veg. That's all you're really doing, is adding a little bit of flavour with the frying off and the thyme, but it's more about just trying to get everything heated through and the veg kind of started ready for the slow cooker. What we're going to do now, we're just going to add just a teaspoon of garlic into this. Okay. Mix that all in. This is garlic paste. We quite often use the one in a tube as well. Normally about 1 teaspoon to a garlic clove. If you want to use real garlic, 1 or 2 cloves of garlic will be fine. Mix all that in, give it another few more minutes, and then we'll transfer it to the slow cooker. If you've got a slow cooker that preheats, start to do a preheat now, okay? Okay, so we're ready to do a build. Now, I have set my cooker to low. You can set yours to high if you wish. Slow cookers can do low, high, even medium. Some, and this one actually does a medium. But I need low because, well, it's only 11 o'clock and in the morning we're not going to eat ours till about 6 o'clock, so I can put mine on low. If you're using low, it's going to be 4 to 6 hours. If you're using high, 2 to 3 to get to the next stage of this recipe, okay? So what you're going to do, you're going to put all these vegetables into here. Put all that veg, all those onions and the garlic, Get all that into there. For speed, I'll just leave that bit for now, but I'll pop that bit in a second. Then you're going to get yourself a litre of chicken stock. We're using 3 Knorr chicken stock cubes to 1 litre of boiling hot water. Pop that in. So you've kind of made yourself a simple vegetable soup with a chicken stock base. So, all you've got in there now is you've got your veg and your chicken stock, bit of seasoning, check it later anyway. Pop the lid on. What you're going to do is cook your veg in your chickeny stock. If you've got a carcass from a chicken, uncooked carcass, pop that in now, and obviously that will then, once you've kind of got this done to the end, you can then take that, but all that out and take all the bones off, but it's a bit of a pain. Okay, so I've taken all the meat off the bones of those thighs that we roasted earlier. Because they're already cooked, they don't have to go until quite a lot later. So, like I said, slow cooker on low for about 4 to 6 hours, on high 2 to 3. Okay, so we're about 2/3 of the way through the cooking stage of the soup now, whether you're on high or low. Now, all we need to do is add a couple of other ingredients, and that is basically the chicken. If you have a carcass, that now comes out and you take all the chicken bits off and you put that back in. Or if like us, you've just got bits of old roasted chicken, you're going to put that into the soup. There we go. Put that in. Also, 200 grams of frozen peas. We use putty pie in here because Kelly likes the really small little garden peas. So they're going to go in as well. I'm be careful not to put too much of the ice in, because obviously that's just going to cool everything down again. There we go. Give that a bit of a stir up. There we go. Lovely. Now we're going to put the lid back on and finish off for the rest of the allotted time. In my case, about another 2 hours. You, probably about another hour or so. There we go. Then there's one more little trick we have to do just before we serve. I'll show you that in a while. Hi darling.
Hello.
Kelly's back, everybody. In her jammies.
Yeah, in my jammies. It's been a long day and it's pouring with rain and it's vile.
I know. And you do go to bed quite early. Well, actually you sit in bed watching telly and stuff. So we're just going to finish off this soup. I said there's one little bit of faff to do. Basically, you take a chunk of the soup, about 3/4 of a jug full, from your slow cooker, and then you get a little device like this. Why I got Kelly to do it? You would let me have that, would you? I've got to be everywhere. And you blitz it to an inch of its life.
And it goes this horrible mushy mush.
It does, yeah. Which is still basically a thick soup.
Absolutely. But then you stir it into the actual soup and it thickens the broth because you've only got the broth.
It is basically a broth right now, and then you just put it back.
Like that. Can you pass me that serving spoon be fine?
I can. So we're going to stir this in. Just serve it with, well, we got a little bit of bread and butter, I think, but crusty bread would be good. Now, you can pimp this up a little bit with the aid of 3 tablespoons of Greek yogurt, squeeze of lemon juice, and if you want to pimp up even more, another clove of garlic, crushed up. Mix that together and then just drizzle that onto your soup. Just adds a little bit of zing to your...
a little bit of zhush.
Zhush, a little bit more zhush to your soup. But that's it. So we'll show you some pictures. It'll all be done very prettily, or whatever it's supposed to be. And thanks very much for watching. It's a good soup, nice and easy to make.
Perfect for an evening like
Perfect
this.
for an evening like this. This is supposed to be...
We're nearly at
Summer's
Easter.
supposed to be on its way. Easter, exactly. Bye everybody, speak soon. Hope you enjoy this recipe. It's going to be a nice one.